716. Go Bills, baby. See y'all next week in Orchard Park.
Woo! Big playoff dub. Appreciate y'all support. See y'all next week. Bills Mafia, let's go!
See you next week in the divisional, baby. Go Bills.
Big time. We put on a show in the snow, baby. We here. We got one more week. Let's go. Get him out this cold.
You know, I compliment Coach McDermott and the Buffalo Bills for victory in the hard-fought game. You know, I appreciate the efforts of our guys in there. I just told them that, but efforts don't get it done. So let's talk tangibly about why we weren't successful. You know, we spotted them early in the football game via the turnovers. Can't come into an environment like this versus a playoff caliber team and turn the ball over like that and expect to be competitive, man. We spotted them. We fought back in it over the course of the game. We cut it to 7 and was excited about that. Then we gave up a touchdown drive. When you get a major penalty within a drive on defense, that's usually going to produce points. And that was the case. And it put them back up by 14, and the rest is academic.
Got a big smile when Josh came over, understandably why. But, you know, Jim Nance and Tony Romo right now, which was the 52-yard run to just get things going, or Shakir's touchdown to basically finish this off?
Shakir's, no doubt. The answer, you know, their offense was doing a good job of holding on to the ball. They scored there to bring it to 1 score. And he mans up right there and makes a heck of a play and gives us the spark that we needed at the end of the game.
Why did I know you were going to say that? Week 14, you guys were given a 5% chance to make the playoffs, and here you are onto the divisional round. Why is this team playing so great at this moment?
Well, we got a resilient group. The veteran leadership that we have, I really think it's unmatched in the league. Guys love each other. They care about each other. We come into work extremely happy each and every day. And I don't know if you get that most places. So I just appreciate the guys. You know, talk about A.J. Klein coming off the street, basically, getting to play a lot. You know, TB goes down. I hope he's doing all right. But to come up and play like that, and you haven't practiced in God knows how long, it was impressive.
All right, well, up next, Kansas City. You guys have had epic battles, but this time it is going to be in your house amongst your fans. What is it going to take this time around?
It's going to take a team effort. You know, they're playing really good football right now. We know the type of team that they are, obviously the type of quarterback that they have and Pat over there. So we're going to need everybody at Bills Mafia to be here and support us. I'm just thanking God that, you know, we get another chance to play another game.
Appreciate it. Enjoy this one. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Tracy. Go Bills.
Playing great. I mean, they're the ones that are getting the turnovers. I really thought there should have been a 3rd turnover with Pat Freiermuth, and I still don't understand how that is not a turnover.
Yeah.
And a Buffalo fumble. I take a look at this, and I'm not really sure what they called. I don't think any of us really understand what they called, whether or not his helmet grazed the football.
While he was out of bounds.
Yeah, I have no idea. That should be the Bills football there. But here, I will say this.
We put on a show in the snow. I love it, man. Deion Dawkins, Jersey Star, that's what it is, the Snowman. I love it, man. He's got a lot of swagger, a great team guy. It's wild, if you guys recall, he was learning a lot from and had a close relationship with Richie Incognito. I don't know if y'all remember that. After the year we broke the drought, when there was that allegations by, I forget the individual's name on the Jaguars, that Incognito was saying racial slurs out there on the field. Dawkins stepped up and said, hell nah, that's my guy. He might have did some BS in the past, but I would never stand for that. He's a solid team guy. He's my teammate. And he didn't say that. I'd be the first one to check him before you. Comment if y'all remember that. And then it was weird. After that, there was word that Incognito, and again, dude's name is slipping my mind, spoke, and I guess it was said to be a misunderstanding. It was pretty crazy, man, because Incognito has done a lot of BS. I hated the way things went bad with him and the Bills and there. Is he even in the league anymore? I know he's with the Raiders for a little bit after that. But let's get to where we're at now. The Snowman, like I said, they're turned up, and I just love, as I always point out, the way this Bills team, that's like representative of the morale and the fam family, in the fan base, just all the good vibes. This team has been together, fought together, brought a franchise out of, right after the playoff drought was broke, which was under McDermott. The next year is when we got Josh Allen and a lot more of these guys. It was kind of a transitional period in the Bills franchise history that year, and when we broke the drought, Kyle Williams retired. He got to play a playoff game for the Bills. And then things started changing to where we are now. This team has got a winning culture. The stage is set. Bills, Chiefs, it's only right on this Super Bowl quest, which once again, y'all, I still believe. I've been telling everyone, y'all heard what they were talking about, the Josh, 5% chance after a week, whatever that was, that the Bills would even make the playoffs. And here we go on to KC, right? We got to knock them off one more time, but in our house. You heard Josh telling Bills Mafia, show up and show out. I love it. Everything is just coming together. And what a great game. Josh, phenomenal game. That run that he had, oh my goodness. Josh was just on one today. He protected the ball, didn't turn over the ball. Thread the needle on a lot of great passes out there today. And oh my goodness, Shakir, that touchdown was insane. I mean, wow. And it's wild too. Diggs, another solid veteran on this team, man, who's here for it. He's been here for pretty much the duration of the Bills on this quest that they're on. And I noticed him taking a breather a little bit today, here and there. Keeping his energy and everything like that. And I like it, whatever the Diggs-Josh connection hasn't been exactly where it was in the past this year, but things have still been good. That's what's so wild with Josh Allen and this team is with the upside and potential that these players have. Always like that's the litmus test to a lot of people for what's average or even above average. Just y'all get what I'm saying when someone is just phenomenal, capable of these amazing plays and stuff like that. When things are still good but not as good. A lot of people get to tripping about it. They forget what it really is, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Shakir, what I was getting at with Diggs and everything is Shakir is a guy who showed us he has upside, a lot of talent, and, he can step in with his playmaking ability. Something else that these opposing defenses have to account for. Another great target for Josh Allen. What a play. And I really like that drive. That's something I wanted to point out as well, as you heard Tomlin talking about how they spotted us. We took the ball away from you. We're a better team, Tomlin. I respect Tomlin, but you weren't about to come in to the 716 today in our house and win. No way in hell, no siree. You all are a good squad, but you were not beating Buffalo in Orchard Park. But we got flunked. Y'all seen us featured that as well. That was another turnover. That was a fumble. I missed, I was watching the game today, but I missed y'all when, because I'm running around doing other things and stuff like that as well. But when they reviewed that call or whatever they said was the reasoning of why that wasn't a Buffalo Bills recovery, I don't understand. It was a fumble. He was inbounds when he fumbled. When he went out of bounds, he never touched the ball. The Bills player that came up and recovered the ball never touched out of bounds. He had possession while inbounds. We got straight up boned on that one. Pause. So that was another situation. Another turnover that we should have had a takeaway. We got screwed. Plain and simple. It wasn't even a close call, if you ask me. It's just, as we talked about with these refs over and over again, they're straight up duns, trash. It's so crazy that something like that is looked at as like a complicated call. No, it was a fumble near the sidelines. You can clearly see in the footage what happened. Bills ball. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And Elam, the interception, phenomenal play from him as well too, stepping up. But what I wanted to talk about with that last touchdown and that drive, I loved what the Bills did there. Okay, the Steelers got within 7, right? And, you know, Buffalo have been playing a phenomenal game. And this is where it's so clutch and so key, finishing off games. It's not an easy thing in the NFL. And I loved what the Bills did there with the game plan on that last drive, with the handoff and the option plays. It was just, it was the perfect thing to do. And I believe that was Brady that came up with that. And man, I'm really hoping this guy is our permanent offensive coordinator, not just interim. As I pointed out in a previous video, you know, everyone knows with the struggles and stuff that we were having, the catalyst for the team turning everything around, the move that made it happen was when we got rid of that buster-ass offensive coordinator and had Brady take over that job. And, you know, I got a video I just did the other day where I felt like Stephon Diggs in this interview just put everything perfect right into perspective about where this Buffalo Bills team is at. And, you know, it just, go check out the video. I'll pin the link below if you didn't see it. It just really, for me, it encapsulated everything about the Bills, their identity, the experiences that they've had, good and bad, with their success and falling short, and just everything that they've been through. Again, I'm going to pin that video below if you haven't seen it. Diggs put it perfect, and that's why I believe the way that I do. But he quoted Brady in that video with, you know, a talk that Brady gave the team about the wheelbarrow, okay? That no one jumped out of the wheelbarrow is the metaphor that he used, which I got to say, I never heard that one before. So shout out to Brady for being original as well. But for Diggs to quote him, and again, video link pinned below, go check it out. I'm Jay Coffee Talk. I talk it up and talk it up. So rather than, you know, going on and on about that video, I'll just, you know, tell y'all to go peep that thing out after this one. And make sure you subscribe to it for new guys. You know, we talk music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more over here. Daily videos, and the whole idea is to hear from y'all, the people, you know, so join that discussion in the comments. But the fact that he quoted Brady just shows you, like, what a great coach this guy is, what a good job he's doing, and just the way that the vibes of what the team turned it around under him, and is, you know, rallied around the move for him to take over that position, and the respect that they have for him. I mean, it just shows you this guy is phenomenal. And that was a great call there again, that drive there where they were mixing it up with the option, you know, and reeled them in with the option. Cook, Josh, who had busted off that amazing run earlier, who was just like unstoppable today, having to account for both those threats and some of this, what is it, stunts that the linemen were doing and stuff with their, or not, that's defensive stunts, right? Whatever the linemen, offensive linemen were doing, the way they were blocking, reel them in, and then that pass and Shakir comes through the way he did. It was the perfect way to finish a game, and that's huge, man. That's huge in the playoffs in the NFL. So here we are, y'all. Bills, Chiefs in Orchard Park. This is it again. It's all coming together. The Bills gonna push on and get their destiny as being champions. And as I pointed out before, getting the Super Bowl ring this season, where we had those struggles and everything, it's just like makes sense that that's the way it goes. After those other years where we were the clear-cut favorite by a lot of individuals and stuff like that, it's like for it to happen this year is interesting. And I've seen stuff like that before, and, you know, with other teams, and you see the different stuff we're sharing in this video. Someone said, you know, this has been the playoffs for the Bills. This is their, what, 8th playoff win or 6th or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, that we've been fighting and winning out. Y'all remember that Giants team that spoiled the Patriots' perfect season? They were in a similar situation, you know, where they had to win out and get in, and went on to win the Super Bowl. But that's all I got. Oh, one more thing before we close it out. Bernard, that is a tough injury. Last I heard, he was getting x-rayed. Let's hope he's okay. But even, you know, with him going out today, next man up stepped up. I believe Klein was in his position, and he was kind of the captain out there calling out of a lot of stuff. It was wild to see Klein come back to the Bills a few weeks ago, but I don't know. I hope Bernard's okay, but it's not looking good. And oh yeah, also, guys, the punt god, right? His name was cleared. He did not do those wicked allegations, right? He was innocent. If we do have this injury at punter, right, you can sign free agents in the playoffs. Am I tripping or no, right? Can we sign the punt god, or should we, or will our punter be okay? Let me know. He'll probably be all right. He's got a whole week to recover. But thanks for watching. Go Bills. Look forward to talking to y'all in the comments. This is our year, baby. You already know.